We've got a bit of after-birth advice. Don't stress if you don't remember all this, because you'll be seeing us, as I said, on the ward after you deliver, and then you'll also be seeing us about 6 to 8 weeks postnatal, hopefully in a group environment if we're allowed to, otherwise it will be via telehealth or a phone call, but you'll be hearing this information a lot. If I've just said that we'll come and see you. So if you have a vaginal delivery, we see you the day after, and if you have a Caesar, we give you an extra day to recover and come on day 2. Every now and then, if you're going to be in hospital a few days, we might even leave it till day 3. And we'll give you lots and lots of education. We'll check your tummy muscle separation, give you the tubie grip if you need it. If there's any concerns with your baby, so some babies are born with feet that are turned in or out, and if that's the case, we might show you some gentle stretches you can do and just have a chat and discuss any concerns you might have. We'll give you some general back care with a new baby. It's pretty straightforward, generic stuff, but just if you're at home setting up your nursery now, just keep in mind that you're going to be changing nappies a lot, so 8-10 times a day maybe at the start. So you want your change table at a good height, that you're not bending over and compromising your back. So think about that when you're setting up your nursery. Same when you're feeding, whether you're breastfeeding or bottle feeding. If you have a designated feeding chair that is really good for your posture, and it could be your couch. If you feel most comfortable and you're in a good posture on your couch, that's fine. But have a little sit and just think, where am I going to be most comfortable? Where's my back going to be in a good position while I'm feeding? Because the feeding takes a lot at the start. It'll take a big chunk of your day. You'll be breastfeeding. There's lots of different recovery products out there. So you might have heard of recovery shorts or recovery pants. And they are really good. So pretty much they're high-waisted compression garments that can help to bring your abdominal separation back together, help to support your perineum or the skin down there if you've had a tear or an episiotomy or any pelvic floor weakness or prolapse issues. So there's some pregnancy-specific brands out there, but they're very expensive. So we're going to give you the tubie grip if you do have a separation, that's free. If you really want some like high-waisted recovery shorts, but you just can't afford the SRC brand ones, just have a look at Kmart and Cotton On. Anything high-waisted will give you that pressure and that support that we want to help bring your muscles to heal pretty much. Tummy time, you'll hear about this heaps postnatal, but very important for your baby's development, their head shape, their gross motor skills, that they do some tummy time. It has to be when they're awake, obviously, because of the risk of SIDS. Babies always have to sleep on their back. But anytime they're awake, and there's not that much of it at the very, very start, and you're busy feeding and changing nappies, but if you can fit just a few minutes of tummy time in every awake block, whether that's your chest-to-chest cuddles or doing a few minutes on the ground, it will be really, really good for their development. We'll talk more about tummy time positions when we see you on the ward, but the best place to start is your chest-to-chest time. With a newborn baby, it's really good for your connection with them, and it's comfortable for you lying reclined on your back, and just offloads their head and the back of their head from lying on their back all the time as well. Just a quick slide on baby walkers, jolly jumpers and bumbos. We get lots of questions about them. Generally, they're not advised for development. They're fine for a bit of play here and there, a few minutes at a time. But previously, it was thought that if you put your baby in the jolly jumper for large chunks of the day, it's good for their legs and hips, but it's actually the opposite. They need to go through their stages. They need to start on the floor, work out how to crawl, work out how to stand, and then work out how to walk. So you're better off just doing your tummy time. Baby carriers, we get asked a lot of questions about baby carriers. I was going to bring mine in, but I forgot in the end. But the Australian Physio Association recommend the Manduka baby carrier just because it has the best position for your baby's hips. So those the sling ones that you might have seen, they're not as good for the baby's hips. You want the baby's hips in that M position. It's in the booklets that you'll be getting. So if you were thinking about it and you see all the different brands out there and they all look the same to you, just think the Manduka one is recommended by the Physio Association because it's best for my baby's position. Just keep that in the back of the mind when you're making your choice. Just a little info on the postnatal group. So normally what would happen is when we come and see you in hospital, we'll tell you that in 6 to 8 weeks' time, you'll be invited to come back to a postnatal group at the physio department here over 2 consecutive weeks. So the first one is all heaps of information about the mum, about you. So going over pelvic floor issues, going over Pilates exercises, returning to exercise. We'll check your separation in a separate room privately, your abdominal separation, and see if you need any more physio to get that back together. We'll speak to you privately if you're having any pelvic floor concerns and you want to have a one-on-one physio appointment. We'll organise that then and there. The second session is all about the babies. So we'll take you through some common conditions that we see in babies. We'll do some baby head checks, feet checks, hip checks if necessary. We'll show you and practice some tummy time positions and just and let you know when you should refer to physio, when you should give us a call and when we can help you out. But obviously that's as long as a group can run. At the moment, we're not allowed to have groups of people, as you all know. So at the moment, what we're doing is we're phone calling you all individually, which I think is probably a better service for you. So you can really ask any questions one-on-one that you're having, and we can send out individualized exercise programs, and we can have ongoing appointments as needed. Perhaps by the time you guys have your baby and then at 8 weeks post, hopefully we'll be able to have small groups of maybe, we could do a couple of groups of 10 or something like that, but we'll wait and see. At the moment, if it stays the same, you'll be just getting a one-on-one phone call. So the main things to take home from this are generally it is safe to exercise during pregnancy, and if you can keep yourself nice and active, it's only going to benefit you and your baby. Remember to do your pelvic floor exercises to give you the best chance at avoiding anything, any pelvic floor dysfunction. Look after your posture, so be very mindful. Your body's going through lots of changes and you can get aches and pains, but if your posture's as good as it can be, you'll minimise your chances of getting those. And ask questions if you have concerns. I know it's a hard time for you guys, that maybe a lot of your appointments have gone to phone reviews and things like that, but utilise the contacts that you have. And we're always here. I know at the moment it's more we're here via phone or telehealth, but we're here to help, and there's a lot of things that we can help you with over the phone. So definitely give us a call, 53819333, and just ask to speak with someone from physio and we can help you out. All right, good luck with everything and we'll see you on the other side.